Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Anna's Kitchen. Now for today's video we'll be doing tuna pockets and cherry cartwheel. Okay, so first off I'm going to be melting some butter in a saucepan over medium heat. So after the butter is melted, I'm going to be using my canned cherries to make my filling. You can use whatever fruits you want. So just pour it into the saucepan and let it come to a boil. Alright, so now we're going to be adding some spices to give the cherry some flavor. First, we're going to be adding 1 teaspoon of ginger powder. Give that a stir. After that, we're going to be adding half cup of granulated sugar, that is white sugar. Granulated sugar. So you're going to add that and stir it. Stirring the granulated sugar, we're going to make that melt out a little in the cherry, and then we're going to add half cup of brown sugar with 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, and just stir that as well. Okay guys, so this is me grinding my cinnamon sticks or chips into the cherry. So those are the particles you're seeing, is just the cinnamon. Don't worry, you can use the powder if you don't have that. Then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla and stir that in as well. Alright, so after all the spices have been added, I'm going to stir it and just let it come to a boil until it thickens. That's it basically for the cherry filling. Alright, in a bowl we're going to add 1.5 cup of flour with 1/8 teaspoon of salt, and then we're going to stir that and add our butter that was cut into cubes and refrigerated. Alright, so I'm sorry I didn't get to show the video of me cutting up the fat or butter, as you may call it, into cubes and refrigerating it, but you basically do that so the butter hardens. Now we're going to add it to the flour and use the fork to cut the fat into the flour until it resembles peas. Alright, so you're going to do this throughout until, as I said before, the flour mixture look like peas are in it. So when the mixture becomes yellow, then you're going to add the next 1.5 cup of flour and continue doing this until everything is crumbly. Alright, so we're going to have some cold water on standby, and we're going to use 2 tablespoons of that. And we're going to use the next 2 tablespoons while feeling the mixture to see if it's coming together. So we're going to do that 3 times, 2 sets each, 6 tablespoons in total. Alright, so while stirring and adding the water, ensure that you're not squeezing the dough too hard or over handling it. You just want it to be the perfect texture basically. So you got to work fast and not too hard. Alright, after adding the 6 tablespoons, now we're going to use our hand and gather the dough into a ball and set it in the refrigerator to cool, because we don't want the butter melting. Alright, so after putting the dough in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes or for it to cool down, we're going to cut some fresh seasoning, bell pepper, garlic, scallion, tomato and onion into cubes or mince it, and we're going to add it to my tuna that I already placed in a bowl. Alright, so after adding all the fresh seasoning, we're going to add some dry seasoning to give it more flavor. Okay guys, we're going to add 1/8 teaspoon salt, half teaspoon all-purpose, half teaspoon black pepper, and combine that. Alright guys, so after we stir up that, now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, stir it to combine, and then we're going to set that aside to cool. Alright, so we're going to prepare a flat surface and lightly dust it with some flour. We're going to use our hands, press out the dough, ensure that we get some of the flour on both sides, flour the rolling pin, and we're going to begin rolling. So once again, we don't want to over roll or play with the dough too much. So I'm going to roll it to the thickness that I want it to be. It varies, so you can use the thickness that you want it to be. I don't want it too thin and I don't want it too thick. So about 1/4 inch, give or take, yeah. Working fast but not too hard. I don't want the dough to get room temperature. So I'm going to use a pot cover for the saucepan. I didn't have anything that is big enough, so this is what I'm going to use to make my circles. I'm going to press into it and leave an indentation, and then I'm going to use a knife and just separate the dough from the circle. Guys, after I remove the excess dough, I'm going to place the circle into my baking sheet, and I'm going to begin adding the filling. Alright, so beginning with the cherry, which is a sweet filling, we're going to place it on one side of the circle, and then we're going to fold over the other side, sealing the filling inside of the pocket, basically, as you can see in the video. We're going to repeat that for the savory, which is the tuna. For my tuna, I added some mozzarella cheese. That's because I love mozzarella cheese, if you can't tell as yet. Yeah, so I'm going to grate some mozzarella cheese on top before I close it, so I can get some added flavor and some zest to the pocket, basically. Okay guys, after I grated the mozzarella cheese and closed that pocket, I'm going to use a fork to seal the edges. So I'm just going to go around and ensure that all the ends are sealed. Then I'm going to poke some holes on the top so the pocket can breathe once it's in the oven. Alright guys, after poking the holes so that the pocket can breathe, I'm going to create a egg wash, which includes egg and water whisked together. I'm going to use a pastry brush and brush on that on top of the pastry. So this is going to make the pastry becomes golden brown. Yeah, because without it, it's not going to look golden brown. It's going to have this pale look. So you can either use egg wash or a milk wash, which is just milk being brushed onto it. Alright, so after I finish, I'm going to place it in a oven on medium heat. Temperature will be on the screen for 20 to 25 minutes or until golden brown. So this is what it looked like when it come out of the oven. This is the sweet. I did this in a different shape. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.